Hello, in this video we will cover components of wireless system. Uh, Start from the antenna. There are the different types of antenna available in market which are used for the data communication purpose. Some of the antennas like the omnidirectional. Now what is the omnidirectional? Omnidirectional means an antenna which is the 360-degree transfer their data, means anywhere it can transfer the data 360, means there is no any align required in such cases. Second category is the focus antenna. In the focus antenna, the antenna must be aligned with some satellite. If it is not, then there are the problems in a data communication. So basically two types of antennas are used for the data communication. One is the omnidirectional, that is the 360 degree, it can transfer the data like radio antenna, as well as the mobile antenna like that. And there is a one point, that is access point. Let us see it now. Access point, different antennas used in the different cases based on the purpose. Say for example, radio antenna, that is the omnidirectional, that does not require any align, means you can carry your radio anywhere in any direction without any align with the other sender antenna. There is no need, because the omnidirectional itself says that it is the 360 TV. It is not like the previous one which we have recently discussed. It is required the perfect align to TV tower and the satellite. If it is not, then data communication cannot properly execute. Mobiles, in the mobiles, not parabolic antenna, but that is the rectangular in the shape. This is the according to the shape. We'll see cable operator, that is the focus parabolic antenna. D2H TV, it is the focus antenna, means your D2H satellite antenna, D2H TV antenna and satellite antenna must be aligned with each other. If it is not, then problems may occur. Antenna is a device which either radiate or collect the electromagnetic energy, so it can be a receiver or the sender based on the situation. Now access point. The function of the access point is to manage the node present in its network. Now how it manages the nodes? It can set the priority of the particular computer, who will send the data to whom and when and up to what time and up to what frequency also. So priority goes to such a node. If a node send a RTS request to send to any other node, then and the different node, means receiver can send the CTS to the sender, then the first priority for the transmission goes to such a nodes. Second is the access point, so it is the via intermediate access point. And last one is the ad hoc, means a node can communicate directly with another node, so that is the priority. Now wireless LAN, the standard given by the IEEE for the wireless LAN is 802.11. it is the Wi-Fi, means wireless fidelity. 802.11 specification, that is given by the IEEE for wireless network. And what is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is nothing but it is the alliance or group of device vendor. Now there are the three flavors in 802.11 and two modes. One is the ad hoc mode and second is the infrastructure mode. Now what is the ad hoc network? Two nodes can communicate with each other without introducing any access point, so that is called as the ad hoc node. Now infrastructure network, it means there are the number of nodes present into the network, and different nodes can communicate with each other with the help of the access point, means access point has all the controlling power, who will sender, who will receiver at the particular given of time, and who will in the queue, and up to what time the particular computer can send the data to another. So all the controls access point contains in an infrastructure node. Now ad hoc mode, also called as the DCF, all these things are cleared very clearly in this figure. So those are the ad hoc client to client. There are no any server and no any client, because and all are work as a server or client machine, where all the computers has the equal priority. Anybody can communicate with any other node. There is no any central authority. The problem with this node, maybe like that. A computer can disturb the another computer if it has some knowledge about the different computers present into the network. Then the infrastructure mode, it is also called as the PCF, means point coordinated functions. So that is the PCF, where all the nodes are under the control of that particular access point. Then after, now my question is that it would be great if you write the answer of this question in a comment of this video. Is it possible that the network contain the DCF plus PCF mode, means some of the computers are connected with DCF and rest are connected with the PCF? Explain or give the justification in 1 to 2 line into the comment. Thank you. Then the physical layer. Basically there are the 3 schemes. First scheme is the infrared waves, and second 2 are lies in the short range radio wave. The drawback of this LAN, means 802.11 wireless LAN, is that it provides the 1 to 2 MB bandwidth when they were introduced in June 1997 by the IEEE at that time. Now 802.11b, it is the first wireless came into the market. Make sure 802.11 came after the 802.11b. So this figure clear all the things. 802.11b wireless access point is there, and if those are some of the computers present into the network. If your computers is near the range, then you can get the probably good speed. If your computers get some more distance than the access point, then the speed will be gradually decrease. So computers with the 802.11b network adapter provide the greater than 5.5 Mbps up to the 60 feet indoors. If your computers go some more range, then the speed will gradually decrease, and all this from 5.5 to 1. So these things with the distance, see this is the distance, feet into the feet is represent like that, and this is the thing which we know very clearly. Now 802.11b operate on 2.4 GHz ISM band. It is free and no license is required from the government. Microwave ON and cordless phones are working under that 802.11b. There are the chances of interfering with nodes other with each other, means suppose my two computers can sharing the file using the 802.11b, and in the same range if I start the microwave on, then their signal will collide with each other, and some of the thing or content or data of transferring from one computer to the another computer may get lost. So that is the biggest problem into the 802.11b. Its broadcast mechanism means point to multi-point, and it cover more distance than the 802.11a, so that it is the quite economical, but the downside is the bandwidth is less than what the 802.11a provide. Now 802.11a and OFDM, it came after 802.11b and used the OFDM as we recently discussed. Almost it is the sibling of the FDM, frequency division multiplexing. If you want to see the video of FDM, then our YouTube channel contains the good content about the FDM. It provides the more bandwidth than the FDM. So this is the thing which include into the OFDM and 802.11a. It convert the signal into the very small chunks, and it has the total 52 frequency. Out of 52, 48 is used for the data communication purpose, and 4 are used for the synchronization purpose, and it provides the maximum bandwidth up to 54 MB, and the standard approved in July 1999. Then after 802.11g, it operate where 802.11b operate 2.4 GHz. It covers all the characteristics of 802.11a except the range, means almost it is nearer. All the problems which are relevant to 802.11b is also covered in it. The advantage is that it is easy to upgrade from, means I have 802.11b LAN, then it is easy to upgrade from B to G. So that is the importance for upgradation purpose. In India, 802.11g is more significant because the 802.11a not present in India due to the some security purpose, and it provides the good bandwidth than the previous one, means 802.11b. Now new topic is the 802.16 means wireless MAN. So this figure describe how this thing work. Now let us see WiMAX. It is also called as the WiMAX, and that is the full form of it, and the data rate it provide is 30 to 75 MB. That is the based on the situation and environmental effect. It covers the distance up to 3 to 10 kilometers, depends on the situation. Originally when it was came into the market, then at that time they were targeted for the wireless, but later it is also converted into the mobility support as the version 802.16e. means I can say that 802.16d that is the fixed wireless, and 802.16e it is the contains the mobility. Now the thing required in that is that line of sight. Now what is the line of sight? The two antennas must be aligned with each other, and the standard implement were published in December 2001, and that is the range where it operate. Now 802.16d means standard for fixed wireless broadband. Make sure this one. Now it is the connection oriented approach. It allocate the channels. So there are the channels. Channels will be allocated subscriber 1, subscriber 2, 3 and n subscriber for data communication purpose. Probably the GSM mobile support this thing, and two types of communication from base station. This is the base station to the subscriber, and subscriber also can communicate with the base station, and changing this slot depending on the traffic. Means if the traffic is not much more, then the more channels or slot assigned to the particular subscriber. If the channel if the network contains the more traffic, then the channel slot will be reduced. So that is the based on the traffic availability at that particular moment of time. Normally receiving slot, this is the receiving slot, and this one is the sending slot. So normally receiving slot is bigger or more than the sending slot, because the basically requirement of the receiver is that to download data from the server side, not the upload. Means upload is something less than the download. So normally receiving slot is bigger than the uploading. It used the Hamming code technique for the error correction, because Hamming code it can easily detect and correct the errors. We'll see the Hamming code later on in the next video, and it can cover the distance up to 8 to 50 kilometers by this mechanism. Then it is the frequency duplex scheme. Means we can also send the data at the same time we can also hear the data. So suppose I am sending the data at the same point of time, I can also receive the data. So GSM mobile phones, we can talk and listen at the same time. This is due to you have to given two channels or two slots, one for receiving and one for sending, or one for sending and one for receiving. It is also called as the full duplex. Now it uses the OFDM technique, and 802.16e, that is the mobile WiMAX, and it was completed in year 2005 December. It work on a different bandwidth and different range, and almost similar than the compared to the previous one, that is the 802.16, but it requires more power for operate. Now wireless communication using the satellite. Relay operators can provide the service to the receiver antenna or sender or receiver. The example is TV programs or TV antenna. Satellite work as a transporter. Means satellite can also receiver or sender. Satellite TV means TV satellites are about 40,000 kilometers, 35,800 kilometers from the Earth orbit. It is also called as the geosynchronous or GEO, geosynchronous orbit. Those are available 35,800 kilometers from the Earth. Now put more light on it. Basically there are three different orbits. First one is the geosynchronous orbit. Recently we discussed, it is nearer about 36 or 38,000 from the Earth. and the satellite available in GEO are up to are 36 kilometer far from the Earth. Advantage of this, if the satellite situated in the geosynchronous stationary orbit, then it can cover the entire world nodes with the help of the three computers, because a single satellite can cover the 1/3 surface of the Earth. So only three satellite will needed to cover the entire Earth for the data communication purpose. Second is the MEO. It is used by the GPS, not by the data transmission. And last one is the lower Earth orbit, used for the data communication purpose, and it is important for us, LEO. Now see that LEO for the data communication. First is the footprint. Footprint means the area covered by the satellite. Means if the satellite is nearer to the Earth, then it probably cover a less footprint or area. If satellite is available far distance than the Earth, then it covers the more footprint or area. So that is called as the footprint, the area covered by the given satellite. GEO needs three satellite. If we have three satellite and those are in the GEO, means 40,000 kilometers far from the Earth, then only three satellite can required to cover the entire Earth. Same thing if the satellite available in the MEO, that is the GEO MEO, we required the more satellite, means now it is the required from 3 to 10. So if we have 10 satellite, then we can cover the entire Earth computers for the communication purpose. And the same thing, if the satellites are launched into the LEO, means nearer about 400 kilometers from the Earth, then the numbers is 50. So 50 satellites are required if those are launched into the LEO. And the same thing, if launched into the GEO, then required 3 satellite. But LEO is more preferable for the satellite for the data communication. The reason behind is that LEO is attractive for the following reason. One is the GEO is almost full, so there is no further scope. Second is the LEO is nearer to Earth, so no need more powerful signal from, because when we want to communicate with our friend from mobile or any such type of device, then our signal will go up to that particular satellite. If it is into the LEO, then it can easily reach over there and come back to the receiver. If it is in the GEO, then it should cover the 40,000 kilometer up and down, means 80,000 kilometer, required some time as well as more powerful signals to send the signal up to 40,000 kilometer up into the GEO. Time will require to reach the signal to particular satellite, that is in 1 to 7 millisecond. So time is the major constant. And final, LEO satellite less expensive, around 40 kilometers from the Earth's surface, and thus need much less power than the GEO, as we understand. All these things covered from the book of Bhushan Trivedi, Computer Networks. If you like this video, then please do like and share. Thank you very much.